Alex Pereira might be the UFC middleweight champion right now, but this is a video to show you that you can evolve over time. This is Alex Pereira's worst loss ever. This is in his first fight against Jason Wilnis. Now there's a story here. Jason Wilnis is coming in on a week's notice. Late notice. So the fight starts and Pereira opens up with a front kick to the face. Maybe he was aiming for upper sternum, but it looked like he was going for the face. But you can immediately see a different kind of style that Pereira brings. It doesn't look like the Pereira we see now. The hands are more, the hands are higher. And as you'll see as the fight goes on, everything's just a little less technical. He still likes to dip to the side with his jab hand. But yeah, like I said, hands are up. Right hand overextends, and you can see Jason Wilnis' game plan early was to attack the legs. He goes inside leg kick here, and he goes outside leg kick here. You'll notice, and here's this left hook of Pereira. This is something that I want to talk about, but quickly I'll mention Jason Wilnis. You'll notice whenever Pereira punches, Jason Wilnis wants to get straight to kicking the legs. He will throw up his high guard, rely on that high guard. Obviously, the kickboxing gloves will help him with that, but he'll rely on the high guard, eat a few punches to land a leg kick, and you'll see that throughout the fight. But watch Pereira's left hook here. This famous left hook, it looks a little bit different, doesn't it? He throws it differently back in the day. His left hook has evolved a ton. You watch it here. He still gets good torque on the left hook, but he fully extends his arm. Pretty much fully extends it. Nowadays, he throws hooks, these tight, like 90-degree angle hooks, and they're just like perfect. The one he landed on Adesanya was so short and tight, and that slip left hook he landed in his interim light heavyweight kickboxing glory fight, that was also tight as hell. But in this one, he's throwing it more like a lot of people throw the left hook, like a straight arm, like reaching to go get it. And you'll notice that throughout the fight, his punching form isn't as tight, and it's a little more wild. And of course, that makes sense since he was young. But watch this little nuance here. He feints the back leg kick and goes with the lead leg up high, but Jason Wilnis is very disciplined with his high guard, as you will see. Back on the leg kicks is Jason Wilnis. He doesn't even really have to set it up. He kind of just blasts them. Pereira has a very long stance, as he does now, and Pereira goes back to that front kick. I think it's aiming for the face. That's his toe right there. I'm pretty sure he's aiming for his face, but they're coming up short. Heavy on the kicks is Pereira. That one lands on the leg but rides up. But you can see Wilnis will counter right back with a low kick of his own. Here, Pereira jabs, and Wilnis throws the low kick. He will just spam low kicks non-stop. Whenever he feels Pereira punching, he will just spam a low kick. You'll see that. Pereira answers with a really nice one. So Wilnis answers to the inside leg. Jab, low kick. It like every single time. And there's another low kick. He's not even having to set this up. And this is something that Pereira has improved in leaps and bounds. The way he was checking kicks against Adesanya, he didn't check all of them in the Adesanya fight. Of course, he got tagged a few times, but he's got a wide stance, but he is quick on the withdrawal and the lifting of that lead leg. Picture like that fifth round where he checks that leg kick from Adesanya, and Adesanya has to do a back roll and then gets put up against the cage, and ultimately that leads to the finish. He has evolved leaps and bounds when it comes to that checking leg kick defense, because with that wide stance you have to adapt. So here Pereira swarms, big shots, but Wilnis is very reliant on this high guard. That left hook kind of sneaks through, but again, it's not as tight. He's hitting with like this part of the knuckle. He's not really turning that thing over extra tight, like he does nowadays. Then he kicks to the body, which is nice. Jabbing, inside leg kick. That was good timing from Pereira, but Wilnis doesn't care, and he's throwing the leg kick. Another front kick up the middle. Wilnis has had the same reaction every single time, shelling up and then parrying it down with his backhand because he's an orthodox. There's that left hook again. But yeah, it just looks different. It doesn't look the same. Here Pereira looks to jab, but he's not actually jabbing, he's just gauging distance, but Wilnis sees it as, oh, I'm about to get jabbed, so leg kick. Like, he is spamming leg kicks. Here it is again, same thing. Jabbing from Pereira, lands, it sneaks through the guard, but Wilnis is right on the leg kick. That's a big shot from Pereira, big overhand right, and he is headhunting heavy here. Goes for the knee, back to the head, body kick, head. He is only punching to the head from up until this point. And Wilnis is, like I said, very reliant on that high guard, and then just gets right back to the low kick. Just investing and hitting that same spot right above the knee to the thigh. Here it is again. Pereira swarming. Right hand, left hook. They're kind of grazing both the guard and the chin of Wilnis, but Wilnis is just prepared for these shots. And Pereira is going heavy to the head. If he is going this hard to the head, mixing it up to the body here would be a decent show. But he is a young guy, and that same reaction. And he loves to punch the head. It makes sense. Pereira does eventually get to the body, but look how like heavy Wilnis is investing in blocking to the head. Like, he is moving his whole arm up there. It's hard to see because this angle, but his whole elbow is up there defending. So I think eventually Pereira goes to the body. Another leg kick. Wilnis was just completely fine with just walking Pereira down and spamming leg kicks. There it is again. Boom. And he does a good job actually of getting off the center line when he throws this one, so that right hand misses and he lands his leg kick as Pereira is throwing hands. And it doesn't feel good when you're punching as hard as Pereira is and all your weight is on that lead leg, and then Wilnis is just kicking at it every single time. There he feints it, and there Pereira brings up his knee. A great feint there from Wilnis, didn't capitalize on it. And now Pereira goes straight down the middle. That's a good one too. And he goes to the leg kick, and then he goes inside and then outside. That's good work from Pereira. Wilnis is cutting the, I was going to say cage, but cutting the ring. Another big right hand up top. Pushes his way out of the corner. Front kick to the body. That's good work. That's a nice little combo there from Wilnis. Jabbing and then throwing the inside leg kick. The timing's a little different on that. You see Alex Volkanovski do that a little bit. Ooh, he tries to throw that big overhand right. Does Wilnis right as Pereira is throwing the left hook, but he narrowly avoids it. Again, same thing. Head hunting up top from Pereira, and Wilnis is getting off that center line and throwing that leg kick at the same time. It's perfect. There is the first time that Pereira punches to the body. And Wilnis actually does a good job of bringing his guard down, and I think he might have punched an elbow there. But still, mixing it up. And there, he didn't really put anything behind it. He put these little jab feints that didn't really get Wilnis to bite at all. And then went to the body, but he's got to mix that up in combination. Here, Pereira rips to the body. That kind of lands on like the leg. But Wilnis is doing a good job of bringing his guard down. So I could see where it's a little bit disheartening to go to the body when the guy like blocks so well to the body. Pereira goes to the body, and Wilnis returns with a left hook to the body of his own. And that's a little bit of foreshadowing of what's to come. Overhand right over the top of the jab. But Pereira does do a good job of, when he's jabbing, getting behind that shoulder. He does like to dip when he jabs. So that kind of just works out for him when he does it. His shoulder is up to block that right hand. Gets knocked off balance for it, though. And then he slips inside. I think he might have thought about ripping to the body, but he stops and goes up top. And that is the end of round 1. So Pereira was definitely more active in that round. The commentators were convinced that he won it. But I think that might have had something to do with that this event was in Sao Paulo. And you'll see a little bit more sus behavior from possibly some favoring of a Brazilian fighter as we get into the second round. But Wilnis was doing good damage with those leg kicks every time. Definitely the more damaging shots, I would say, were coming from Wilnis. And he immediately gets right back to it with an inside leg kick. Back on the slow but steady pressure. He throws the inside, or the outside leg kick, I apologize. Alex Pereira reacts to this one and turns the knee, but the foot just kind of rides up. Again, back to the hooks from Pereira, and to the knee. But Wilnis does such a good job with this high guard. And obviously the gloves are helping him big time. Head kick from Pereira is blocked, and same reaction from Wilnis to do that backhand parry scoop. There, Pereira goes to the body well, and then up top. That's good work from Pereira. Feints the front kick and gets that same reaction every single time. That same one. I don't really know what... like, I'm saying that, but I don't really know how you could set that up. Like, you'd have to be in close range, feint the front kick, maybe land in southpaw and throw a left hand, but that's not something that Pereira likes to do, switching to southpaw. So feint the front kick or body kick and then left hook. I'm not sure. But, like, this reaction, if that reaction is so consistent, then maybe getting to that would be something interesting. There he looks to spin, but he's way out of range for it. Boom, and that is just perfect leg kick. That's like kicking a bag. He had all the time in the world to just go hoof, and that's gotta hurt. To the same spot. You see Wilnis's corner like that. Left hook. Again, blocked by Wilnis. Wilnis does occasionally switch southpaw, and you'll see this near the finishing sequence, but he throws the left kick. Pereira gets back on the output against the guard, but again, Wilnis is just willing to stay in there and throw that leg kick whenever the punching range is just there. You can just throw it whenever. That's good work from Pereira, but again, if you're punching up here to the body or to the head, let's go to the body like here. But he's still head hunting, and Wilnis is able to do what he's been doing the whole fight, get off that center line and throw the leg kick. With all, like, it's just because when all your weight is on it, it's going to hurt even more. He really reached into that left hook to get it, but he's got long arms and he's freakishly built, so it does kind of land. There, that's good work from Pereira. 1, 2, body. And then either way, Wilnis is countering with the leg kick. Body, great counter left hook from Wilnis up top. Pereira still in there. He wants to get it back. Here, Wilnis is backing him up against the cage. Again, the response to the jab is to kick. Pereira tries to turn it, but it just goes above the knee, and he kicks that same spot that he's been kicking over and over. And that spot is just probably swelling up bad. Body shot. As Pereira tries to frame and kind of like push off, that's opening the doorway to that. That is a heavy body shot. Pereira definitely felt that one. He kicks the leg, and Wilnis returns. Front kick to the body out of that with that lead leg. Another chopping leg kick. That reminds me of like a Ernesto Hus leg kick, and it's like across both legs. That's just nasty work. 2 from Pereira. Again, these are good shots, but Wilnis's high guard is just friggin' stupid. And every time he throws that jab hook, Wilnis responds slipping to the inside, getting off the center line the best he can and responding with the leg kick. Pereira is hunting him down here. Another leg kick to the other leg. and then back to the other one. Oh my goodness, it's just a punishing of low kicks. And after that, again, Pereira is trying to pressure without throwing punches. He's just kind of like framing on his face, which opens the doorway for this left hook to the body, and that just hits the spot and crumbles Pereira, puts him down onto the mat. This is my thumbnail shot, and he is like, God damn, that doesn't feel good. So then he gets up, he's alright, and then for some reason in the arena, the lights begin to turn off. But Wilnis, while that is happening, he goes hook up top and then hook to that same spot. Look at that. Left hook upstairs and then oof, ripping that and dropping Pereira again. But for some reason, the lights are going off in Sao Paulo. What's going on? Pereira is knocked down here. You can barely see him. And first set of lights go off, and then the whole lights go off. I wonder what's going on here. Like, this must be like a weird coincidence. As soon as Pereira gets knocked down, the lights in Sao Paulo go off. That's very weird. So either way, I kind of cut around the little delay that happened, but it was about a 35-second delay where they were showing replays, and I don't know if the YouTube video even cut more of it out. But Pereira had a little bit more time to recover. But either way, Wilnis does not care. Wilnis is back on the pressure. And leg kick chop as Pereira is throwing an uppercut. That doesn't feel good. He immediately winces, and you can see it. And he tries to get back to the left hook to the liver. It looked like it landed around the back. That's crazy that they just turned the lights off. Pereira tries to throw his spinning wheel kick. Wilnis sees it, gets out of the way. Counter leg kick. That was checked well by Pereira. He threw an inside leg kick, kept the leg up, and just turned with it. And that must have hurt Jason Wilnis, because that was checked good. And now he's just lifting the lead leg up all the time. Wilnis goes back to this left hook upstairs, and then hunting the body. Back up to the head. That one chins Pereira. Pereira's already hurt. Body, head. That is great work from Wilnis. Again, body. He's out of southpaw now. Back to the head, and those are just sneaking through the guard of Pereira, who is already hurt very bad. Those right hooks. Pereira barely surviving. Tries to clinch up. Tries to jab him off. Wilnis goes back to the leg kick. And then back to it again, and it's just way too much punishment to that leg. And Pereira goes down in agony. The body shots, the consistent leg damage that he was enduring, and those shots at the end to the head probably did not help at all. He is down. It is 8-7. Oh wait, it is 8, and he said the 2 knockdown rule, I think. Because I think this was his 3rd time getting knocked down in the round. So that means the fight is over, I'm guessing. So they wave it off. And Wilnis wins and defeats Pereira on a week notice. In a dominant performance. Pretty thoroughly dominant from Jason Wilnis. Alex Pereira would avenge this loss with 2, I think, knockout wins. I'm pretty sure. I know one of them was a knockout win. But if you'd like me to review those, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this new kind of format setup thing I got going. And yeah, if you like the video, like the video. Appreciate you if you made it all the way to the end. And peace.